Hello, hello. Welcome to the show. It's April 1st. Some poet said it was the cruelest month. I never found that to be true. I think that's more like February. This is the beginning of the astrological calendar, and it always feels that way, like renewed growth. First card out, 5 of Swords. I was thinking expect the unexpected, sort of April Fools, like you think it's this, haha, it's that. 5 of Swords is a tough card. And like 3 of Swords, it's a sword energy. It's about thought or the names of things. I'm getting like calling names, conversation, maladaptive ways of thinking. But there are all these hearts here. So it's almost like hurt feelings. In traditional Rider-Waite, it shows the victor and the losers, the presumptive victor, one guy with all the swords, and the rest are leaving the field, the other 2 guys. So there is that sort of 3 of Swords energy, separation, like self-righteousness. Self-righteousness. Two of Swords. A lot of air energy here. This is a block, a decision. And here we were talking yesterday about being of 2 minds with 2 of Swords. There are actually 2 individuals here, 2 aspects of one person, 2 minds, and maybe a need to integrate or reconcile those 2. But there's the brain is perhaps not the way forward. There's been some kind of clash. And I'm getting the feeling almost like if there's a fight, and then somehow both people kind of go back to their own corners. To have a breather, to have, have their cuts stitched and so forth. What's the crossroads? Wow, this is tough. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands usually indicates a struggle or a need to work something out. Sometimes to practice. We have 2 5s separated by this 2 of Swords. It's like there are 2 options. One is the route of self-righteousness, like I'm right, I've prevailed, I beat you. And the other is, it's fiery, but this person is protected at the center of it. There's the volcano. It's almost like a tower energy. The volcano in the background. And I'm hearing somebody did not go quietly. That's just the intuitive voice that suggests what the next line of the story of the poem might be. 5 and 5 is 10. 10 in Major Arcana is Wheel of Fortune. Because this impasse, you can only hold it back for so long. I think there is going back to your own corners and then deciding to work it out. Not in a fighting way, not in argumentative, and maybe not even in a brain-centered way. Like I run out of vocabulary for sword energy. Okay. Somebody might not be able to find it's almost like a truce based on the fact that somebody can't even find the words. A Queen of Cups. That's a loving person who's also the object of somebody else's affection. Perhaps a Prince of Swords. Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, I think this is Page of Swords. Under Two of Swords, somebody may have a solution of some kind, offering an answer. I've looked into it. And this is what I've discovered. Seven of Swords. That's a card of fantasy in this deck, I see it, or something that you only can see internally, this white stag, this mythical energy that's in your subconscious, not accessible to everyday thinking. It has the element of discovery. And this always makes me think of, you're in the woods and suddenly you're in the land of mystery and myth. There's this sudden transition to things aren't what they seem. What you see is not what you get. Something like that. Okay. We have the Emperor on Queen of Cups. That take charge energy. On Six of Swords, King of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, maybe. A lot of sword energy here. And on Five of Swords, Hangman. I like that. That's kind of a truce. That's that thing about going back to your own corners, not like to reinforce your position, but just to let everything calm down. Get toweled off, to get rubbed down by your coach, your internal coach. Not in the fray anymore, Five of Swords. Major Arcana card of, it can be sacrifice, like throwing the fight. But it's from that cerebral energy that is really like a hack job to this emotional energy of let's stop this. Consider our feelings, like who we love. And Queen of Cups may be stepping into Emperor energy from the sort of soft, feminine, receptive energy of like, bring me your poor, you're tired, you're whatever. And this is an authority, I'll take the reins. It's got that same image of chariot, usually has the black horse and the white horse, fast forward emotional movement. Emperor is not known for fast forward movement. There's something a bit like stayed and here I stand, with that tree behind them. It's a fixed energy. But it is Aries, the season we're entering into. We're here. Expect the unexpected. It may be that this divine masculine is going to move into your not sure. Okay, let's clarify Five of Wands, the working it out card. Okay, we got 2. Queen of Wands. The Devil. Well, working it out, working one's way out of devil energy, of being stuck, trapped. It's like the inverse of Lovers. You see these two almost like unborn back to back. The twins, but the umbilicus here is all twisted and tangled, and whatever this, perhaps even a codependent or toxic relationship that was really fixed, that wouldn't move, that didn't grow, that didn't progress. It just wasn't getting the nourishment. What tied them to the source energy, the giving kind of mother empress energy, was really tangled up. That's what's getting worked out on a 3D level. And there is this sense of protection, because it may take some time to undo this knot. Queen of Wands. It might be this Queen of Wands, highly intuitive, mystical creature. Here's the creature aspect. In touch with intuition and animal nature. Has erected some kind of protection around her while she combats with her own devil energy. Okay, on Hanged One, this card of Pisces, feelings in suspension, we have 8 of Pentacles. This is something that's grown over time in 3D as a result of the work. I think this Queen of Wands, well, here we have Queen of Cups. I'm not sure. This could be a third party, which isn't always two men and a woman, 2 women and a man vying for attention. That's a little bit this energy. Look at me, no, look at me. And it's not sustainable. It creates this situation where nobody's getting enough to live on. And there's work to be done, 8 of Pentacles, to undo the knot. And you can see in this one there's the flow starting at root chakra and heading upwards. Fire energy like strength, purpose, commitment. The undoing the knot. On Prince of Swords, I'd like to know, because that's what Prince of Swords is, in search of information about these two, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. It might just be somebody's, highly intuitive, magical self was cut off, blocked somehow from their own power. Yeah, not sure. Okay, this should illuminate it. Well, Ten of Swords. It may have caused a definitive ending, a sacrifice of some kind. And again, we have that central energy going right into this person, and it connects to the heart, and the heart is bleeding, basically. Might be like learning from your pain, that pain can be the teacher. I think if this was a decision between two people, the King of Swords, male or female, it was on them to decide. They might have had to investigate how to close out this cycle, because that's a pickle, Queen of Wands is a great energy. It's vivacious, it's alive, it's attractive and fiery and full of beans. But something in this relationship had become toxic. There'd been this combative energy. And so the relationship may have been lovers at one point, may have been we choose each other, this is our decision, this is clear. It flipped into devil energy, the twins getting... the umbilicus is like coiled like a snake. Kundalini rising. And it was suppressed. We have here the moon and the dog. The moon card usually has two dogs, but there's something about it, all this devil energy is in shadow, is unconscious. Like these two were in conflict. I don't think they even knew why. Both of them were getting sapped and drained and stuck. And there was a decision, what's it called? I can't remember the name. It's where there's a fight, like a boxing match, and there's just indecision. There's like the ref can't make the call or something like that. Two of Swords. Tell us about this decision, or the block, or the need to decide. Princess of Pentacles. That's a tangible proposition. Four of Pentacles. Usually a card of being stuck or holding back. And I see it as this living thing, framed like a snapshot. It's not really able to be on the move the way the swan would ordinarily be heading somewhere. Here it's like the boundary of the frame something two, it's Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles for an Emperor card. This is sort of Emperor in a not so good aspect. Fixed, really unable to move. Emperor should be able to decide and move. And this may be sort of like, I'm sorry, I can't give to this. Something makes me hold back. Four of Pentacles. I have something to offer, but I'm holding back. Why holding back? Six of Swords, or moving on to something else. Having some sort of aim or goal or idea that, pulls us forward into a new, calmer place. All of this sword energy, Five of Swords to Six of Swords, moving out of conflict. And it could be that business of both twins not getting enough nourishment. Things were stuck. Four of Pentacles, Devil. And I think there was an attempt perhaps made to become unstuck that might have worked because it ended up in Six of Swords. But I'd be more inclined to say this is an apology, Can't get there from here. Something about like this looked good on paper. Four of Pentacles. It looked, it may have been good while it lasted. There's something about this thing being in a freeze frame. Like, we've come to the end of the line. There are these boundaries around and we can't move forward. Somebody only had a small amount to give. And again, we have that forest image in these two. She's in the woods. And the woods sort of there's something mythical there. She's a Pentacles energy. She wants what's real. She doesn't want illusion. And that implicit moon card, there in the curved antlers, there in the crescent moon, there in that image in the Devil card of the moon and the dog baying at the moon. I think somebody's realizing they don't have enough to give and they're going to move on. They are making a decision to go into the calmer place. Kate, tell us about Emperor, Queen of Cups. It looks like the Emperor is going to chariot his way back to somebody who loves them or loved them. Ordinarily a card of options and confusion. This seems to me to be having made a decision. This is but it is again, that's interesting. There's the swan bound by these four walls, and there's the bird in flight, but it's as if it's in some kind of bubble. Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups. It might be the Queen of Cups trying to take control, Emperor, of their own emotions because they're scattered. They don't know what they feel. Similarly, it could be the Queen of Cups person. This Emperor comes boiling in Aries time, determined, moving forward, and at the same time rooted in place. Maybe in some ways still uncompromising, but the Queen is confused, like, what do you feel? What do I feel? What is this about? What kind of love is this? Is this love at all? Somebody's going to take a look at why this went off the rails. How did it end? Why did it end? King of Swords, I think, wants to provide clarity. Because it's like, this couple is quite compatible, but at the same time, her strong suit is cups, is love. This guy's strong suit is analysis and planning and the ability to take the overview. But I think that's changing up. Prince of Swords, Ten of Swords. Tell us about this King of Swords, please. Who made a decision. Wow. Tower. Okay, hang on. Okay, we got a few more. Okay. Tower. Wow. Fool. Hierophant. Holy shit. Okay. So, Queen of Cups is over here like, how do I feel about this return? Mercury retrograde today as well. So, all this sword energy problems in terms of communication and speech and understanding. And this is a real clash. Somebody has to really sort out their feelings. And they're busy doing that. And the retrograde involves often the return of something or all the rewords, renewal, reword. Let me reword that, redemption, release, all of that. Communication. Mercury retrograde tends to, because Mercury is the planet that rules both Virgo and Gemini. Sword energy and earth energy, how things come through. They were not coming through. You know, it actually just cut off growth. It was too hard. You know, it involved a lot of work, but, you know, the work that these two thought would untangle the knot actually tangled the knot more. It's like they could not. It was too hard to undo the knot, and maybe that's how because fives indicate a need for change. We need to get out of this combat, Five of Swords, this argumentative place. Move on, Six of Swords. You know, we need perhaps to block devil energy rather than trying to work so hard at undoing the knot. Walk away from the stuck, you know, from just hanging on to a situation that can be Four of Pentacles energy that doesn't give us enough. Princess of Pentacles is a nice offer, but it's not, you know, it's a little piece. And I think there's an apology. I can't give more. That's the truth. You know, I need to move on. Then we have this amazing King of Swords, clarified by Tower and Fool. More Aries energy. Fool is also Emperor and Fool. This is a card of the new beginning. You know, having made the decision, having kind of thrown in the towel on the fight, on the thing that was just too hard to undo, you know, to undo the knot of codependency. So something had to end. King of Swords, like made the call, and it was painful, but he made the choice, and the choice he made was right for him. King of Swords is known to be honorable and trustworthy, but whatever the decision was, it really it took down the whole structure of whatever life he was living. You know, it just was over. And they had to learn how, Prince of Swords, learn how to live again. How to live again. That Fool energy of, I'm gonna take the leap back into life. It's a risk. But, you know, essentially, what else can I do? I've got to start over. You know, something happened. I realized something that I understood the decision, epiphany, I understood the decision I had to make. And it was going to blow up life as I knew it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do this. And Queen of Cups is a little bit like, I don't know. I love you. You really kept me in confusion. Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. I don't think she had a clue as to what was going on behind the scenes. You know, there's this confusion there. Hierophant. That was part of the clarification of King of Swords. You know, there's the labyrinth and the dove again at the heart center. It's a card of higher commitment. And of the discovery of your higher self, and the discoveries that higher self will be able to show you now. All these 5 cards, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, Hierophant, 5 in Major Arcana. And I said no more, but I think we need something on this Queen of Cups. Because something's ended and there's commitment on the way. I think this Emperor person will have to, find his way through the maze. Guided by the higher power. Which is, the wisdom within. Something accessible in his unconscious mind. One more. Judgment. Card of reconciliation, forgiveness, second chances, return, reunion. Second chance. Coming back for a second chance, like a second swipe at something, something's been closed out, and King of Swords has learned from the painful ending. Yeah. The whole thing is going to come back to life. Deception, indecision, combative thing has been let go of. And I think it was another person that King of Swords was attached to in a very strong bond, but it was a bond that no longer fed either party. And there may have been attempts to work it out. And finally there was just like a kind of exhaustion and a truth, truth. I was going to say truce. It's like the struggle is over. Hang one can be a card of surrender. I just give. I can't make this right. We're not right for each other. She's amazing. But this was sapping her strength too. Neither person was getting what they needed. So the King of Swords, I think, is just busting out of the stuck place. And I think is sorry he couldn't give more before. 4 of Pentacles, he was shut down on this ability to make even a little offer. But he, she, they, there's a lot of divine masculine energy here. Are ready to take it to the next level, to a higher commitment. They're listening to their the angels of their better natures. And I think that's a Lincoln quote. And it was around the Civil War, around the Civil War. Let's study war no more. Let's take the lesson and learn from it. Prince of Swords, Ten of Swords. And say yes to life. Easter, yes to life. Resurrection, renewal, There might be a time of where communication just goes off the rails. But I think King of Swords will sort it out. Queen of Cups will feel it out. And they have a new beginning. Yay! It's not like the new beginning means easy peasy all the way. Happily ever after. But there's a fresh start. Somebody's got the mojo to try. Welcome to April. I don't think it's the cruelest month. Might not be the easiest month, but it'll really be a game changer. I'll see you guys next time.